All right. I'll start. I was gonna start soon, but I guess I'll start now. Hi, thank you. Hi, Daisy. Thank y'all. Hi, Winter. Hi, Hono. Hi, Carl. Thank you for following. Also, welcome. Oh my God. Hello. Hello. Let me do this shout out really quick. Hi, Rapara. There we go. Good. I hope y'all had a good time. I know y'all were doing the Fallout business. Hello, welcome, Grizzly Frostbite also. Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Hi. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Carl. Yeah, killed monsters. Hell yeah. Did you finish? I know you were saying y'all were kind of close, or like in the DLC. Did y'all actually like finish everything? But also, yeah, welcome. Thank y'all for raiding in. I appreciate it. Okay, so I gotta do my actual intro. Actually, you know what? Let me do it while do I have the right model up? I do. I will open the curtain and do it. Okay. Uh, Okay. But yeah, hi. I'm Timpani Umbra. If you are new here, we do a lot of it's like indies and then platformers and RPGs. Today is continuing something I started last week. The next chapter of the devil. I'm very excited because the first chapter 0 was so awesome. So now I'm ready to get the real big game going. Finishing off the Old World Blues DLC, gotta do Lonesome Road and then finish. Oh, okay. I see. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hope it was a good time. I'm glad to see y'all. It's very nice to see y'all. I'm a little waking up still because I took a little nap. This work is starting off kind of busy this week because it's like quarter plating, so like thankfully it's not, it could be way worse, but it's still just like doing a lot of stuff and it's boring. But so I got a little nap and now I'm waking up a little bit, but I am ready to get to it. So let me go ahead and start turning it on actually. But yeah. Thank y'all for stopping by. Obviously, yeah, if you need to take care of yourself, or make sure to take care of yourselves, like if you need to go get food or rest or whatever, please do. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all stopping by. No, we did them last time. We did the bonus scenarios. Yeah, we did play those at the very end. Also, welcome back, Cybernetic. Hi. Hope you are well. But yeah, we did those. So it'll be just it's just time to start chapter 1. Thank you, Cal, saying, "Oh my God, so many smooches." Wow. Yeah. Okay, let me. I might need to turn it down a little bit more. Okay, that should be fine. Just let me know if it is still incorrect or if it's still volume weird, all that. Winter, real. Hey. Okay. So I'm very excited. Oh God. Okay. I need to start because I could just keep talking about how excited I am, but we need to start. Wait, no. Okay, it is just new case. Okay. Episode. Yep. Well, 1, not 0. We did that already. No worries. It's good to. I'm glad you could stop by in the raid. I appreciate it, Carl. Go do your thing for sure. When you devil of an, have you ever thought about whether you could, have you ever dreamed you could of the hi Vatra, hello. In high roller mode, you're limited to one save slot and you won't be able to reload your saves. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna do normal. Oh, okay. So I just do. Okay. I would think I'd rather just... That's fine. That is okay. Enjoy the mystery. Let's enable. Okay. Here we go. Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over. I have to remember like all the voices and everything. Oh god. Wanted to thank you for coming over? Figures you notice. Anyone could tell something's bothering you. You're the first person to say anything. What happened? The police came to see me. In public? No. They wanted to be considerate of my privacy. That's a first. They wanted to talk to me about the other week. About my whereabouts and yours. Told them I didn't know anything. They must have loved that. Funny. What would you have done? In your shoes? Probably cursed them out. Yeah, I could see that. Is there anything you want to ask me? No. Not even for a favor in return? No favors lost between friends, I say. That sounds like a toast. Why not? To friends. I'll raise a glass to that. Oh. Glass 'em? Oh. Vandalism detected. Incident logged. Oh, I see. Recorded at 8:55 a.m. local time. Geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area. Fuck off, copper. Visuals impaired. Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby opt-ins for corroborating evidence. Hey, he's lighting up every photo on the block. We need to go now, or what? He'll use his outdoor voice. Or he'll have us pinned down to our dental records before you can say we're Hi. Okay. Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today. Oh. Huh. You do something new with your uniform? Good morning to you, too, Morgan citizen. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting. Right, I wanted to... Okay, so we just... Oh, interesting. So we do just get everyone's, like, profiles again. I see. Okay. Criminal defense attorney. Good. At least we're being honest now. Yeah, there's like new... Yeah, like it actually kind of like updates. Has like new little details. I think I really like that a lot. That's very fun. Body count. You cannot ask someone that. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, baking is so... That's so cool. I kind of like... That's kind of awesome. That's kind of like awesome for her, actually. I love that. I love that for her. If you would like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for... I've got it. Must be the new coat of paint. You're referring to the act of vandalism or vandalization that just took place. Only the most recent one. Super Cop over here has a new dent every time I see him. Scars honorably earned in the line of duty. Scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers. I would eat croissants baked by Morgan. It might kill me. But they'd be really yummy, at least, when you died, so it might be worth it. Don't worry, ma'am. Oh. A report has been filed, and the police are working to resolve the situation. Oh, shit. Hi. Civil disobedience at this time of day? Hi, Sliv. How are you? I hope you're good. Welcome. What's the world coming to? They're just stragglers, ma'am. There was a period of unrest in the area last night. Unlicensed protesting and demonstrating without a permit. Well, I hope you threw the book at them. The disturbance was handled, but individual instances of volatility may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors. Huh. Thanks for the forecast. So, does the bleeding stop on its own? Androids don't have blood, ma'am. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid. My mistake. So you don't need a bandage, I take it? The leakage will dry shortly. Uh-huh. With that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. Thank you. Oh, I don't know where I got that from. Thank you. I unfocus my eyes and dull my hearing, sinking beneath the hum of the city street, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam. Across the way, a large man with worn hands and an ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth. Yo, 61! The machine halts its lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him. We're going on break. The robot tilts its head to the side. You can't work the plier without Schwinn up on the roof, so... I don't know, take a load off, will ya? Understood, came the over-enunciated reply. The man, already walking away, tosses a dismissive wave behind him. Yeah, understood. A moment after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular. God damn, coppers on every street corner. I forgot the button I was supposed to use for the... Or no, I think it was just escape at the right time. Oh. Automate... Oh, okay. Oh my god, wow. Okay, it is kind of interesting seeing this in the current age, I will say. This one in particular. Oh, I get it. Star Wars reference. No. Okay. Speech and sensor destruction of property or such. Oh. So they want... Okay, that's interesting. So they like want... Yeah, it's almost like a... So they like want to include that in like hate speech. I see. Okay. At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station. Corporation. A passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear. They declare martial law when I wasn't looking. A small woman beside him, trying hard to appear even smaller, shifts in her seat. Well, they're just doing their job, so... Bots don't have jobs, except the ones they stole from us. Notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavy in Uptown, even on the worst days. His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging pole as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones. The woman looks at her knees and pulls at her skirt. You're kind of embarrassing me right now. He makes a vague gesture with his hand to indicate he stepped off his soapbox, and the shoulders of everyone around him relax a centimeter. Oh, now that's just... A woman with exhaustion in her eyes sighs at a hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm. Oh, that's kind of awesome, actually. What the fuck? I wonder if there's anything new. Because like, we know what mods are at this point. I do think that's interesting that it was like a... I think that's an interesting detail to kind of note how it used to be like a more of an artistic expression, and then it kind of became like purely like utilitarian. Very... I don't like that. But I think the rest of this looks the same. Yeah. While a rounded, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Ellen, walk her around the block. Get some air, would you? Apparently this call can't wait, and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here. Of course, ma'am. I'd be glad to. The android punctuates its sentence with a sound halfway between a whir and purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seems to have been well received. Ugh. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers if you prefer. Can't so much as sneeze in the city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. Right? We have this. Aldo Ropo. Okay. There's a vocal minority that think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else... You're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your concern. It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. Damn. Crosstalk's giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yeah? Have a good day, Morgan citizen. It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people moving in click-clacking harmony. All smooth as clockwork. Were I in a worse mood, it would all be a bit much. But I went out last night. Oh. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. I wonder what you were up to last night. Wowee. As I reach the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give Automated Dependent Assistant Officer L30 my best impression of a salute. Thank you for your service. And of course, he creeps out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase. Today, I'm going to buy a gun. Oh. Ah, yes. Morgan definitely needs one after all this time, yeah. An idle mind. Okay. Jesus. Sup? 20. No staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I have knocked? Uh-oh. Hello. Sup? Desk personality setting 6. The cool one. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can. I recently acquired a license to carry concealed. Nice. You in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport? Business or pleasure? Neither. May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am? Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon, cruel intent, that kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighborhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for house visits can be... I see. You're a lawyer. So I guess you'd say I'm in the market for self-defense. We have a wide selection of options for self-defense in a variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic. I know. But for concealed, it'd at least have to be small enough to... This would go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want. I kind of wonder if I get anything out of this. But walking in here and asking for a very specific model is gun nut behavior. I'm not trying to stand out. Some of the ones I test fired at the range left my shoulders sore for days. Do you have anything more discreet? Right, no problem. Electromagnetic pulse models feature minimal kickback with the highest accuracy. One targeted pulse of electricity can disable attackers at medium to short range, non-lethally and quietly. Sure, they're plenty quiet. But they also have piss poor range, and even sustained fire won't do shit to any modder with insulation less than a few years old. Glorified tasers, barely suitable as party favors for anxiety-stricken college kids. Damn. Well, hopefully not too quiet. I'd want someone to come running to my rescue. Of course. Would you like to take a look at our mag rails? Bullseye. We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force, which slings the slug fast enough to miss the limb at over 30 meters. Oh, just to kill. Okay, fair enough. This conversation is insane. And it's safe. Of course, ma'am. My bad. Two-factor safeties, which with GPS and emergency services sync, won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running. All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who could dupe their tool set, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. You can walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapon a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect! And, oh god, don't even get me started on that. Ugh. How do we get started? Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character? Mercifully, it's tucked itself away while the fabricators get the gun tagged. I've got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking out around the shop? Oh, let's always look around for shit. Eesh, would it kill you to clean up a little? Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep up. Wait, is this trash? This flyer, it's scannable. Stagnancy theory, really? They get a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. Okay. Offers to take you on a deep dive into the global trends and sociological patterns that have driven our planet to the halting point in this groundbreaking and controversial seminar. Moore's Law used to be the benchmark. Now it feels like a pipe dream. Used to dream of humanity marching brave into space, of artisans crafting virtual wonders that make the confines of our own reality seem limited. Instead of brand new minds spent all their time and effort kicking the can of the climate crisis down the road while they're more engineer skirts design, the middle class eaten alive by the rich they prop up can no longer afford the very products they'll create. But mass consumer demand tech no longer has evolutionary pressures to be as small and powerful as possible. Huh. I see. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to a collection dish, or a state honeypot if you want to be a paranoid. You better burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested. Because he believes in a middle class. Oh no. Blah. Oh god. Yeah, we're already getting into like these kind of topics. Like we have just barely started. Oh no. Hate these kinds of screens. Gotta look at them with your nose turned up or else they start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. But I've got practice with this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why the 12 to 6 work week gives us more free time than ever. I'm 14 and I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. Yeah, welcome. Holy shit. Actually, interesting. Look, it is. I will not deny it is incredibly interesting. I'm just also like, oh, Jesus Christ, a lot of the time. Yeah, honestly. How term limits are anti-democracy. There we go. Woof. Transfusion from warm android saves soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. If the Animate 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure by now it's... Do I remember this? I don't think so. Okay, this is a specific Android model. I see. And the uncanny charm you've come to expect from us. What the fuck? Okay. We're sure that your Animate 16 will be the best purchase you make this year, and you'll never want to go back out in the cold. God. Jesus. All right, and I have this one now. Cool. Let's go. Jesus Christ. That alone, like, so much awkward feelings to read that all. Ah. Someone left a data pad out here. What's in the news today? Mobile threatens Serra with ransomware and vulgarity. The internationally wanted terrorist and serial data thief, most commonly known as Lobo, has seized a cache of vital keystone data files belonging to the Tetra Metallics Group, according to a press release from the mining conglomerate Lobo. In a blitz of cross posts on 90 different socials, How 90? Jesus. Translated into all 11 dominant languages, the supposed hacktivist, radical conservationist, and gentleman thief made clear that their intent to ransom said files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. Though the posts were quickly flagged and quarantined thanks to user reports, Lobo's latest manifesto, which we have declined to publish here on the grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, has remained in circulation thanks to a loose network of rogue data harbors. In addition to a sizable monetary ransom, Lobo put out a list of demands that span pages. Most prominent among them call for a de-escalation of all conflicts surrounding rare metal earth deposits around the equator. Oh. Sources at Tetra, right, because it said Tetra was metallics, yeah, okay. Sources at Tetra refused to confirm or deny reports that Lobo's captured data impacted only their billing services, but insisted that the corporation could not in good faith resume distribution until the ransom situation was resolved. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack as supply halted and demand rose, stoked by memories of catastrophic supply chain disruption in the mid-21st century. A spokesperson for mining is Progress, a lobbying group that represents the rare earth metal industry, called Lobo's repeated acts of terror against the free market. Me when I'm not logged in. That's so sus. Okay. I mean, I guess I understand what I need to get from this. So, that's interesting. So there's like some separate, like, there's always a resource battle. God damn it. But very much like fuels and shit. Okay. I see. Lobo again. Or someone using their name. Right. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, so long as they're a genuine threat. And no one could snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. It does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making demands for... What the fuck? We tried to process your request, but Lobo beat our ass till we ragdolled? What the fuck? The big bad wolf was here. You are welcome for clearing out this cache of soy slop before it could clog your brain's arteries any further. Or whatever dumb as dishwater script kitty they yelled at to come fix this. A word of advice from your superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Want to resecure? Try this. Relax your shoulders, stand up from your desk, take a deep breath, and then firebomb your own servers. Jesus. Literally cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you slackjaws, scream lobotomites looking for a little excitement in their search history, find a pig and rip their throat out. That'll teach you how to run with the wolf. Lobo is king. What the Jesus. Because it was making demands for specifically, right? Because, I mean... Yeah, because it seems more like this is the important part to take from it. Not necessarily just the... Like, the ransom is the medium. Yeah. It's not the first time Lobos voiced their displeasure with the decades-old simmer of conflict around the tropics. But unless the rare earth metals powering all our batteries and fueling all our pretty little androids are suddenly made a lot less rare overnight, I doubt the state will stop taking an interest in those regions' politics anytime soon. Let me check really quick. Did we get a... No, we didn't. Okay. I didn't know if I saw a profile show up for them. So I can advance. Oh, okay, there is something else. There's some kind of news program playing on the screen. Most public places are too scared to put on any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers. But this is a gun store after all. Power is always political. Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take them that long to get my gun properly bugged. I'm sorry, we've received a breaking news story. We're seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer of the Turing solution, Dr. Dave Asher, has passed. What? Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system along with the animate series of androids. Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic, or... No, they wouldn't risk fake news, but why? Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language. Misinformation, maybe. Trying to authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Asher is dead. David Asher is dead? Including the popular desk series of smart UIs. Oh, shit. That's very sad. I didn't ask. Sorry, I just... Commands only? Understood. Will you be paying with cash or credit? Jesus. Debit. What the... Wow. What the... Very... Hell of a response for the desk. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. The gun was light. Lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy. Greater than the sum of its parts. That's one of the things I like about them. Their weight. Definitely not self-aware. Yeah, no way. Commands only. Ha ha ha. Wow. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them. Either closer or further to the end. I would have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from. Apartamento. You know, I want to take a moment because I did realize in the excitement of the intro, I didn't actually do any like of my normal like welcome stuff because I know Shiki and I know Soapy's streaming, but she stopped by as well, and Shiki said hello and hit over over 100 now visits. It is nice to see y'all. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry I maybe got a little all over the place getting set up today, but I'm glad to see y'all. And anyone else who might be lurking, I always need to make sure to remember to say that, because I love my lurkers as well. So, sorry, I just thought about it. I was like, wait, I didn't do any of my normal intro stuff. Shit. So I just needed to make sure everyone was accounted for. Okay. Anyway, but let's go. Didn't realize I was home until my hand was on the door. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling in my pocket for my lighter. Golden, polished, tastefully ergonomic and fine and expensive, and a good lighter. It's called Disassociating Real. It was a good gift. I kept the card, didn't I? Here it is. To the only smoker in my life. You know, gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with bad, expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. Ah, okay, so they were like friends. Whoa. Biddy. Okay, anyway. The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble. Auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes. Oh, I see. So now there's like... Okay, so all the red is like... extra... Like the news... The like just added stuff. Okay. David Asher was a renowned computer scientist, user experience designer, industry leader, philanthropist, and lead programmer at Noble Electronics. He first received worldwide recognition for his postgraduate thesis on intelligent programmatic linguistic weighting, a body of work which would come to be known as the Turing solution. Though he retained the original patent on the Turing solution for the rest of his life, he was famously unlitigious. Turing solution exists in some form. Oh, okay. So he just like made a cool thing and was like and it went everywhere. It wasn't any for specific like purpose, alignment, whatever. HRT would have saved you. Oh no. I wonder if that's gonna be a recurring thing throughout this. HRT would have saved you. David Asher's philanthropic efforts and invaluable skills placed him at the front and center of Noble Electronics' public image. Many considered him to be the unofficial face of the company. In his private life, graced the tabloids and gossip sections of the net on many occasions. An unusually large number of suggested edits. Oh, yeah? Wow. Okay. You know what? Actually, real quick, I should save also. I guess I'll save here because it's like the next chapter, so I'll just start using that one. Oh. Reactions to the news from every micro celebrity under the sun. Their raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. But there's nothing about his death. Not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? Phone call? Better not be work-related. Not in the right mood. Morgan, hey, thanks for picking up so fast. She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. Executive. Oh, okay, so someone else from Noble. All right. Machismo. Wow. Real. Wait, not real. What the fuck? I guess. Okay. Whatever. She seems cool. Listen, I need to. I've already seen the news. What? Oh, of course you have, duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I just, with the company and their people and all the. What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made. Honestly, that's real. That's real. For a decision like that, to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed, but it's alright, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things. Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream Chiron. What difference does it make how the information gets to me? Could have stumbled upon his corpse myself, and I would feel mostly the same. Damn. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Yeah. I want more information. He's my best source I'm going to get. Maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened? I don't feel like following the playbook, so no, player. I'm not going to give you options to click through. I'm just going to ask. Morgan, when she lies to herself. I know. Poor baby. Friend. Hey, the police. They think that he took something. Suicide? And the police are already involved. They say it was some kind of poison or... God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with. Especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days. Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you. Of course, Jess. Whatever you need. Whatever you need? A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway. Real. I'd like to bring you up here, to David's place. What do you mean? There's something I have to give you. You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before... No. I'm sorry, it's not like that. Before he... Oh. No, please, don't hold back on my account. David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work-related, but he asked me. I know, I'm asking a lot here, but since it's turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done. I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble looming all over this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with the cab, yeah? Besides, my own morbid curiosity. Damn. Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot. What is it? You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? Okay. In transit. Wow. Transit view. Let's go. The autocab hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges onto a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added onto. Never finished, never planned. Yeah, she's already got like halfway there. Just add a little more black, it's fine. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make, but the end result's still ugly. And it feels like it could fall apart at any moment. You okay, Morgan? You look a little carsick. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her text now, she'll just send me more later. Okay. Hey, Freckles. Saw your friend Asher on the news. Rip. Thank you. For trying to be sincere. What the hell? Rip. Worth a shot. We all have our strengths. Oh boy. Morgan has some definitely has had some odd text message conversations so far. God damn, you were one passive-aggressive little girl. What the fuck? Why does all the filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me? Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect. True went the trade. Oh, true went the trade. What the hell? See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Not from me. I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insults under your breath. The nurses tried to make you cry, and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Did you ever have enough anyway? Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a car crash. Subtlety doesn't work on you either. Well, it might. If you were good at it. This is me asking you for advice. Okay. I guess this never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But my clients were all celebs. They're rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likenesses. Is it really that different? Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all, period. And also, when it comes to Megs are a lot more likely when it comes to, I'm just gonna assume, fucking. Gross. Hard workers with a lot of stress to vent. Stop. Do you have any actual help to offer? No. Truth be told, I did have this one run-in where I got balls deep into corporate intrigue. Why? Because I got... Alright. Something up the... next. God damn it. Hard worker. A lot of stress to vent. Oh my god. Jesus. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're in mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. Puffing glue and playing roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is get whatever you're owed. And get out of there as fast as fuck, boy. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie. What? This is her aunt? Damn. Cool ass aunt. Wow. I mean it. I mean, that might also just be like a nickname, whatever. But I do like that. I do like the idea of that being literal. Yeah, I imagine it's probably just like that. But still, that's got a still cool ass aunt. Hell yeah. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. This horny bisexual Gen Alpha is Morgan's dear auntie. I just realized I have a superpower. I can melt ice cubes just by staring at them. Sliv, you're kind of amazing. Sliv, hell yeah. I'm glad Sliv is the strongest trader out there. Did you know? A dignified ceremony where the body's sent out to sea on a boat. Then they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows. Thanks. But what the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Should've worked smarter, lol. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Christmas party. Yes. That's the embarrassing snapshot from the Christmas party. Oh no. What is that? What is that? Why do you have that? Why do you have that? It's not even accurate. Work parties are still work, Freckles. I only had my eyes closed. The music? Oh my god. Because all you old farts had your camera's flash on. You know what? I'll give you that, Cyber. You know what? True. Real. Morgan? Something wrong? You're sweating. Just deleting some spam. You know what? I'll give you that one. Real. Real. Wait, I like depends on the time of day. Oh. That's really good. Wow. Jewelry 24 karat. Age difficult to verify. Smokes, cigars, Death 13 cigarettes, and other adult stuff. Okay. I do think this is my favorite one. Just, I don't know what that means. Okay. Cool. Good character. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown. Our better half. Yeah, that was kind of awesome. Damn. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Sorry. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat pile. All ringed in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there, it's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you got a second, I was curious about... Oh, now I get to do this, okay. You and David. Remind me, how many years did you and David work together? Oh, well, I started with the Canopy about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. By the way, just already, like, multiple amazing character designs. Like, all of these new people are just, I don't know, maybe it's just like more of stating the obvious from last time, but goddamn, their character designs are just, the character designs in this game are just impeccable. They're so good. Sorry, I'm already like reading a lot. My throat's already like feeling it. Bleh. Okay, Noble Electronics LLC. Better no. I like that they have this already here. Better known as Noble Electronics, or simply Noble, is fastest-growing automated independent corporation on the globe. Chasing consumer tech trends like UI interfaces. Okay. Through the hybrid tiers of corporate power until David Asher revolutionized their products with this Turing solution and the technological breakthroughs that followed. Okay. Wait. So right. So Noble is just massive, and a lot of it seems to have been Asher's help with his Turing solution. Right, and they're the ones making the mechanical stuff, right? The warm androids or whatever. Okay. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring bust, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens, or hiring burst. Then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management. Sorry, Warrens? Oh, that's just what we called the company dorms back then, on account of all the, well, all the people. Ah. Plus, it was underground. Oh. Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry. Is that normal in your industry? Normal for everyone I've ever worked with. Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best. Yeah. One Tuesday morning, Dr. Asher walked right up to my desk like I'd won the lotto. Said I should come work for him, Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning, like it was nothing. He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway. Real? Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss. He was a good guy. Yeah. When did you last speak with him? In person? Thursday afternoon? The day before yesterday. He seemed normal. I mean, we still don't really know anything, Jess. You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you. Okay. We'll keep checking out the rest of this conversation in just a bit. But yeah, we're gonna take that ad break really quick. This is already, oh my god. I don't know. They've managed to, I feel disturbed, but like in a comfy murder mystery game all at the same time. It's a kind of incredible how well this kind of, like, it hits the same reasons I like, you know, like Ace Attorney and stuff, and like why I like kind of the old detective shows, but like also has that, like, they just blend it so well with like a modern touch that makes me think very hard about society right now. Very impressive storytelling and world building and characters and everything already. We just started. But yeah, we'll take this break. Take care of yourselves. Food, water, med, stretch, bathroom, and we'll be right back. That is certainly a way to put that, Nerny. But hi, it's good, but it is good to see you. Hey, Nerny. Jesus.
Your tiebreak ends 250 points from now.
But yeah, I hope you're doing good. I hope you and Milk are all right. Good to see you. And yeah, we are back. I did want to go ahead and mention while I transition everything back. Don't forget, because I didn't say it at the beginning of the stream. The pin message has. We're still accepting responses for Yuna, Soapy, and I for our little Game Awards endeavor. So tentatively, I think we're going to be taking entries until this coming Sunday. I think that's what we were kind of. I think we're like 100% finalizing everything, but I believe we are taking entries until next Sunday is the thing. I will mention it in Discord, which I guess let me do that. Excuse me. I will mention it in the Discord officially when we have like fully decided, but I believe it is that. So we would love your thoughts. Come celebrate games with us and in a different way than I don't know, fucking stupid ass Jeff would do it. Jeffy boy. I don't know. I think I'm the most vocal about this being like about just not liking not caring about the Game Awards among the three of us. So I'm just like this sounds way more fun than that. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so we were just asking more about David. David's death. I'm guessing you've already been to this. I'm guessing you've already been to his place. Yeah, it's a real mess over there. It's that bloody? Oh God, no, not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, It's a very high productivity atmosphere is what I mean. When were you able to get over there? Well, I got a call from legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me. Last night? They said they needed my help sorting through all his. Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes. He's been dead since last night, and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in those circles, but stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems more like just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. It seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So you found out last night. Right, last night. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I should have told you as soon as they found out. Really, it's all right. Did you see anything? No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seem pretty entrenched. Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been? I guess I got there around 9 p.m.? Yeah, because at 9:15, they switched my phone to silo mode and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah at 9:13, see? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It me. It me. They can do that to your phone? Lock you out of social media? Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock. Or off the clock but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah. How convenient. So if I got in at 9 p.m., I guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m.? Hey, Holly. How are you? Thank you for orb. Good the orb. I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak. I see. He died after he reached the hospital. That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room, but other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So, what the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was she just not officially declared, or was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason? Or hard to think about, I know. Yeah. Or hard to believe. Existing. We love when our friends are existing. Hell yeah. But yeah, I hope you're having a good, or I hope you are existing all right, at least. Let's do this one first. That headline. I saw that headline, by the way. The one where your warm android saved that soldier's life. Oh yeah, pretty feel good, don't you think? So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it? That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know. Maybe upper management's never happy? I mean, true, honestly. Because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard about them moving staff around for anything like that. Maybe it's all above my pay grade. All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. Real as fuck. Jess, I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make of you that it couldn't wait a few days? Right, of course. He asked me to give you something. Something? Is she trying to build suspense? Right, it's just, well, I don't know exactly what it is. You have no idea? He asked me to give you the contents of his safe. Are we headed to the bank then? No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it. Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall. And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside. Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands. Handle it in person, he said. Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid, even when he had every right to be. If you wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for a good reason. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct? Yeah, Thursday. And he passed last night. Friday. Yeah. Wait, you don't think that when he met, he had already decided? It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know. You're probably right. Besides, we need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. Oh no. Oh god, big crowd. Nar. Noble Employee Housing Building. Pladea. Lobby. Oh Jesus. Ugh. And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan? She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists, hands peeking over shoulders and around signs. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing ranks with holograms and quick-set wires to draw a severe perimeter. While protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people? Well, there've always been people with strong feelings about our products. Androids step forward into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeelingly parting the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerged from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. Jesus. This is all technically company property, isn't it? Yep. David had the penthouse all to himself, but every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too. Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbor in the morning and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do that last part. I think. Oh no. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements? Yeah, it's pretty standard benefit actually. It's cheap for them compared to dental. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will have you set for life. And after... Yeah, they've done... Oh, God. The vibe is just... Oh, Jesus. Bleh. Both the state and Noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control and PR and liability. Everybody just glad to be working. Feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we could just skip past all these checkpoints? No, absolutely not. So who do we need permission from? The cops or the company? My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to get near the actual, is this still called a crime scene if it's not technically a crime? I don't want to think about how many suits Noble's paying to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse's basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. I'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then... Aw, Jess. Okay. So if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up, including him? Yeah, there he is. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else buy it. We won't be able to maintain... Huh. You're that lawyer, Morgan. You caught me, detective. How long's it been? Feels like it's been ages. Oh dear. Not still bitter about our last encounter, I hope. Oh, so this place... Okay, so this takes place like a little ways after the, after chapter 0, I see. Or at least long enough for it to not have been, like, yesterday or something. I'll live. I don't see the spunky one around. She taking a mental health day to preserve that unflappable charm? Detective Reyes is around. Why? You miss her that bad? I've had blind pimples that were more endearing. You two know each other? Jess Starling, meet homicide detective Quasim London. Right. Dislikes touchscreens. Oh, dar. You know what? That one's real, though. I'll give him that. Good at coming up with nicknames, bad at remembering birthdays. I do like cats or dogs, both. Good fact. It's a pleasure, miss. Oh, likewise? As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with the line of work. Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood. Oh, wow, me? Sweetheart? Something wrong, Starling? Sorry, I am being indecisive with the audio. I need to not be. Huh? No, nothing wrong. Damn. Immediately smitten. But close as we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto a scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today. Play by the rules? So there is a game afoot. What makes you assume I'm here as in a professional capacity? You're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition. Good detectives don't rely on intuition, though, do they? They rely on evidence. Oh, I don't rely on it. Don't worry. I just need to lean on it every now and then when my back acts up. Oh my god, I love London so much. He's so goofy. Oh, cool. Oh my god. Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy. See, I'm not wrong for the accent. I'm not wrong. Well, I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter. The deceased wasn't your client? No, that would have been a conflict of interest. Conflict of... You two knew each other. I see. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences. Thank you. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. You sure rally fast. Jess? Right. Oh. We have this clearance here, Detective Sir, from legal, which allows us... That's all right, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holstered for now. Little lady. We aren't here for you, David, really. Or we aren't here for David, really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near your staging area, Detective. All right, why not? How generous. I can afford to be generous today. Because if I screw up, he gestures to the lobby full of suits and cops. Plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Real. Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions? Hey, you can always ask, Tiger. But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is not entirely up to me. Hi, Fide. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that very much. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay. Let's... Looking tired. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here anyway? Since this morning. But civilized folks don't call it morning when the streetlights are still on. Even if he got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Sounds like you could use a break. I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right? According to all my business cards. Think I can sue for elder abuse. Not that kind of lawyer, sorry. God damn. You would lose, though. I already regret asking. I'm good. I'm all right. This work week is a little busy, so I'm just kind of like blech from the work week from work already, and it's only a Tuesday, but I'm here and I'm playing a cool game. So I cannot say it's that bad, really. Why have they got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway? And thank you for that stretch. I did do that. Thank you. A man is dead, and he wasn't killed by a fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation. Well, you do. It's called I Don't Drink Water. As far as we know. So at the moment, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck. I've been checking my phone, but the only thing the news seems to agree on is that David passed away. Sorry, but if you're asking for details... No, thank you. For not letting them make this into a parade. Yet. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved with an ongoing investigation. He declined to say victim. Detective, Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years. Yeah, he trusted Morgan more than anyone. Can you tell me if he killed himself? Damn. It looks like that's the case. I see. Thank you for telling me that. Dr. Ash. Yeah, you're, well, sorry. Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. That's the point, Fide. It's supposed to be... It's supposed to make you second guess. But I did get my sip of water. Thank you. You boys and Noble all getting along with each other? Sharing your toys? Some of the younger ones are bristling, but I always play well with others, Counselor. And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security? Right, the mega corporations. Okay. They've given us access, and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system, top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. The size of the data stream's torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all. A more conspiratorial man might think it was intentional. Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide? Maybe. Wait, they give you full access to the penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum. You know your stuff. The penumbra pulls data from any androids connected to a building's net, but that's not much help since there weren't any androids in the penthouse. Right. You know, I'd heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true. Asher really never owned a single android? Never. Well, I suppose I might do the same if I was the genius who programmed them all. Every time they open their mouths, it'd just be his own lip service refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask he carved. So that means all you'll have to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras. Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. You think? In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies. Damn, good save. Okay, so that's so real because that like as a like I'm a comp sci major, and there's always like that bit around like our profession of like you have like you don't have all the latest technology. You have a gun next to your printer every time it makes a noise you don't know about. It's so like this makes a lot of sense. That's kind of perfect, actually. I really love that. Okay, controversy. David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics. Uh-huh. One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contributions to the field. Some people felt that way, sure. So, do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that? Remind me, which one of us is the detective again? You really won't let me pick your brain? You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial, androids especially. We at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but no need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I've never really understood the hate. It's not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career? Every last one of them lost their jobs because their bosses, their flesh and blood bosses, fired them. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. And vandalizing them is less than pointless because unlike us, they're all insured. And besides, Android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports. True. Nice to have at least one thing we can make in this country. That's right. Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing practice is proudly done right here at home. I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. Wow. Yeah, all of that, I'm like, oh shit. You could replace ads with a different a term right now, and it's like, oh god. Yep. They're not subtle. Yeah. Jesus. But also, like, hell yeah. Don't be subtle, please. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy. Alright, now listen. I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. But we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm gonna have to ask you to be discreet. And ideally, fast. Yeah, honestly, London's kind of like down to earth for a cop. Damn. Well, our business is just in the basement, David's basement. But the penthouse is on the top floor of the roof. So his basement would be second to last floor if you want to be technical, detective. The point is, we don't need to go in the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs. The kitchen and the parlor. I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself. Wow, an escort like royalty. Isn't he a gentleman? Huh? Yeah, he's... Lead the way, detective. She's so silly. Oh my god, Jess. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones, through the checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside, and its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose their whole life, following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail having led them here, for half reasons they couldn't put into words even if their lives depended on it. They're like insects. Wow. And they look like them from up here. They're probably already preparing their spin. The misunderstood genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Oh no, the YouTubers are here. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I've never understood. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random photogenic employee or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work, with his eyes fixed ahead. To make a spoiler joke like you hunt monsters in Monster Hunter? Oh. No, that's a 14. That's in 14, sorry. That's in Final Fantasy 14, I think, actually. Also, that's not true in Monster Hunter anymore because on the other way around you fight Omega, so fight a Robo. This is what? His laboratory? His shop, he called it. How down to earth. It's messy in here. David was always disorganized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers I'll never... Yeah, and I'm Omega and I'll panda crater you if you get out of line. No. But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this... He must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London. Don't mention it. I will say, be careful. Don't go too far with the discussion in the chat. I know what this game is, but still, don't. Please don't cross the line with a lot of these topics. Just maybe I'm overthinking it. I just feel like I need to say that now. What? You want me to step out? We won't take long. Not lacking for boldness, are ya? Look, I have to take a phone call. Perfect. We'll be back in and out as soon as possible, promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted set aside for his foundation, we'll be sure to flag it. Right. At least she's already wearing gloves. If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call. Jesus. Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group. You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you? Actually, this is my first... Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premises while the cops are still searching them. Oh. Oh! Look, if David had something to give me, we can go get it. We just can't make a ton of noise about it, understand? Of course. Great. After you? Right. Quiet as a church house. The phrase is quiet as a church mouse, but... Good entering noises. Oh, it was almost falling over noises. Okay. Caught myself. I'm okay. I'm okay. But now it doesn't seem like the time to correct her. David's shop was a mess, but the mouse felt familiar. It was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognized the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise. Always claimed he didn't have time for it. Even when I got him from that treadmill. Or even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with the scheduling subroutine. Said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still... Morgan? What's up? You're smiling. What's so funny? Nothing. Just surprised to see the place renovated. Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Did you know marble needs to be treated or else indoor air will start to corrode it? I didn't know that. Is that true? Wait, is it not? But her guy told me that with... Oh, no. But her guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table could... Oh, no. Is that the vault over there, then? Yeah. Stands out, I guess. Mm-hmm. Nervous? What's that? Oh, a little, I guess. But the inhaler helps mostly, so... Aren't you gonna open it? Open it! Don't you know the combination? No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault. Oh. Oh. Oh, no! I could've... He didn't tell you or give you a code, or... He gave me the code to get into the building. And the parking garage. But not the code to whatever this is. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Would he have left you a note on one of them? Yes. Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right there, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec. Sounds good. All that panic, and then it's like, oh, yeah. Which real, I guess. Right, then. Huh? Well, well, it's definitely locked. Looks like it's a Tethys Basic Sturdicur Anti-Hack Anti-Digital High-Rated Code Panel. Jesus Christ. Largest online shopping and consumer shipping corporation on Earth, and a dominant economic force that frequently courts controversy by skirting monopoly and labor laws in every nation in which it operates. Oh, that. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, bebos. Oh, actually? Oh, that's actually really cool. That's a cool little world building deal. I like that. Huh. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password's limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations. Maybe I'll get lucky. Slim chances, but what the hell? Why shouldn't I give it a shot? Nothing's happening. Okay, that was dumb. I don't think it was. It could have been like a weird roundabout thing. Come on. I don't really want to dwell on, well, I thought that could work. Please give me this. Forget it. Come on. Don't be like that. I'm not stupid this time. There's a different terminal over there. Cotter security systems, according to the label. Maybe it controls the whole room? Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long? What's the point of a camera system that's harder to crack than your literal vault, you egg-headed... Okay, yeah, a programmer would probably care more about his IoT than whatever he could fit in a safety deposit box. And I do remember this from last time. Internet of Things, except here it's like crazy. Crumbs, we love those. Guess it's the 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. Whatever other felonies I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in the safe, he wanted it kept secure. And I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. She should become a lock-picking lawyer. Oh, shit. Welcome back to lock-picking lawyer. Okay. David liked games, and he really liked beating me. So if he's left one last puzzle for me, I don't mind going another round. Aww. The fuck happened here? This flooring's a new addition. Looks like sandpaper, but it's bouncy. Rubberized. Feels like something you drag your feet on at the gym, or on a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class. Expensive, but not in the way you'd expect for a penthouse. Well, scratch that. It's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break, it bends. That's its thing. So, someone must have cheaped out during the installation, left the defect in. That, or David left a jackhammer on overnight. Taking a closer look, this is a pretty serious looking set of resistance training equipment. And these weights, they're all set near the max. If Noble hadn't appointed him a nutritionist along with his stylist, David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he was putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on weights could be a clue. But there's too many and I can't guess the order. So what the hell, Asher? Did you just set all the weights to max because it looked more neat? More neat? Me when there was actually someone else living here or some shit for like the last while. It's interesting that there is like an advanced button, like, so you don't, like, obviously you want to find everything so you can get more like chips and stuff, but I do just think it's interesting that that is a thing. This must be a spare liquor cabinet. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and a lot of bottom shelf swill. The kind of bargain bin vodka and nose burner whiskey that only an undergrad programmer could love. Damn. Nostalgia's sweet like that. Overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up even the cheapest aftertaste. David's wine collection, still towering over the room. God damn, he's got a lot of alcohol in here. This is a hell of a garage to just take it. You could just take a drink, take a break, take a drink. Do you hate reading and you don't want to learn anything about the massive, intricate, beautiful world they've created? Just skip it. No problems. Don't know why he'd buy so many bottles. He didn't even particularly like the stuff. Maybe just to fill out all these shelves. And then drunk drive the Lamborghini indoors. Jesus. Oh my god. But not all the bottles are untouched. Some of them don't have dust on them at all. There's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. The latest bottle chosen was a Murdercamp 81. Could be significant. Alright, so 81. Except vintages only last the year they were bottled. Not the month or day. It's not enough digits for the code. I mean, were there not like 3 bottles or something? That... Okay, whatever. Oh. Admire? It's a very big painting. And it's a... Impressionist? No, cubicle. Cubist, which is still incorrect. Damn. Yeah, cubicle. That sounds right. It is not. Damn. Whatever its style, I do remember that David liked this painting. Cubicle. Wow. Predator is an oil on canvas painting by the mid-21st century neo-abstract expressionist Mads Gestorp. Arguably his most well-known work, it was displayed in the Kirillum Centre d'Art Moderne for 9 months before Gestorp entered the premises on 11/25/58. Okay, we're remembering that one. And used a singular hunting knife to cut the singular massive canvas into 3 separate pieces. When asked for comment, Gestorp replied, "My works are not complete until they have been signed." Ooh, it's kind of art. It's kind of artsy. But also, yeah, we're remembering that one. If there was a date on it, that could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. I found one. Maybe signing your work was considered gauche amongst the cubicleists? Alright, I've searched the whole room now. Time to make her break. Okay, I was hoping they would let me check my phone because I didn't focus that much on the words because I didn't think they would lock me out of the phone. God damn it. I kind of, because I know the number. I know what the number is. I just thought I just didn't focus on it that hard enough because I thought I was gonna get to look at my phone at that date they highlighted again, and now I can't. That's so strange. So I would not mind it at this point, because I kind of do want to... Yeah, because I at least got that far. Wait. 1, 1, 2, 5. Thank you. Thank you. 11/25/58. The date the painting was signed. A password that is and isn't left in plain sight. Nice one. Hey, Morgan, What? How did you get it to open? What is that? I turned back around just in time to see a door finish swinging open with mechanical grace, revealing... This is why I keep the health and safety warning booklets from HRT around. Real, honestly. A girl with a barcode emblazoned across her temple. Jesus. Required by law to be plainly visible. It's an android, clearly marked as such. And yet, even standing this close, I could swear it's... Snoring? I stepped forward and placed the back of my wrist on the android's brow. Warm. Oh yeah, they did do a little Halo thing, yeah. It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Give me 1 second. I'm going to save it real quick. This is a good place to save. Okay. Or maybe a prototype for the 17 or 18? A biomechanical android with real human flesh. Sorry, biochemical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but sorry, I misspoke. Right, understandable since... since you're stupid. You seem surprised, Jess. Hasn't Noble been working on warm androids like this for a few years now? Okay, yeah, here's that term again. That is really nice that they do, like I said before, that they reset the terms so you kind of do, like, you know, I'm probably one of the... Not everyone is playing this one after the other like I am, so you have to kind of get the reminder of everything. Arm Android supplementals are available for purchase. Wait, what? If your warm Android doesn't receive sufficiently frequent supplements is repeatedly deprived of water, they may shut down most functions in order to preserve emergency power. Oh, Jesus. Huh. Wow, that is... Ugh. That would creep me out. Watering my butts. Yep, watering my robo. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Warm androids like this one? Giving your pet girl her water and kibble. Oh god. Oh no. Like I don't it's weird, but I guess that's kind of accurate. I mean, yes, we have. Sorry, it's just that this particular model is very it's very cutting edge, bleeding edge, judging by the flush in those cheeks. I think it's safe to say that we found what we're looking for. I think so too. That presents a problem then. Oh, do you not approve? I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical. Practical? I don't know how to turn it on. Do you see a switch or something? Do you? Can we, turn it around? Or isn't she just sleeping? I poked the android's ribs. A little less give than I expected given its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. Place my hand on the shoulder and give it a shake. But it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than... Right, androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look. A bit? I'm surprised the whole room isn't slanted. Is this like how Susie and Kirby Air Riders is a heavyweight fighter or heavyweight racer? Whatever, because she's like a robo. There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking it up. Crap. First the vault, now this. I was able to guess the combination just by poking around. Compared to that, finding this hunk of junk's power switch should be child's play. And I think I know where to start. Jess, I'm going to step back into the lab for a moment, alright? Huh? Oh, sure. There's gotta be a manual around here. Good idea. It might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe you can scan its GIN number and find something in the company files. Generic identification number. Wow. So just an ID for an ad. Okay. That's interesting that that's interesting that this one has it on the head when it says on the cheek above the collarbone or on the back of the hand. Very interesting. About concerns about automated dependents impersonating humans have dropped precipitously since then. Oh my god, fake ones. That's so funny. MMA fighter Samli Paka infamously sports a Jin tattoo across his right knuckles and makes a show of signing a check to pay the fine for displaying a false Jin on an international broadcast every time he enters the ring. What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, of course. All generic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance, tracking, power requirements. I somehow doubt that the enigmatic android taking a catnap in a sarcophagus in David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But it can't hurt for the try and... What? I'm okay. Broke a heel, but I'm okay. I carry glue. Oh no. And I'd rather search the lab for myself. Poor Jess. No. Now then, if I were David and I wanted to make sure that only one person would be able to walk out of here with that android, how would I set that up? Ooh, okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that's part of the problem too, is like, this android is going to have to walk out in front of all of those people now. These appear to be holding tanks for something. How should I know? No labels or anything. Typical for a genius. One moment. Oh, okay. We are good. I was getting a ping, so I was like, I just need to make sure. But a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. It's a lot more hard science than I'd expected in here. Centrifuges and glasses and microscopes. Don't programmers do all the work with the keyboard? What up? What up? Looks like a fairly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security will be fairly normal as well. Boot up complete. Username? Vocal commands? David Asher? Morgan. Guest? Rolled the Brexit, the brisket, the bucket, the basket. Thank you for logging in as a guest. It didn't recognize my voice. So I can probably rule out a vocal command being the key to waking the android. Do you have a question? More than one. For now though, what should I search for on this computer? Search for the video games he had. I guess Android? Search files for Android. 60,000 results and counting. Yeah, okay. David would have a lot of files on Androids. I need to search smarter than that. Okay, fair. Morgan? Search files for Morgan. 23 results on the local drive. I can work with that. Mostly phone book and social data. But I don't recognize this file type. Some kind of personnel format. Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height, and weight. All right, buddy. Little invasive, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints. Now, why do you have that, David? My DNA isn't in any database. I've made sure of that. So he couldn't have bought this anywhere. He must have collected it himself from a wine glass or the like. It would have been easy to do. But why do it? The android is going to be like Morgan's like child or some weird insane shit like that. Like made from her DNA. Yeah, a normal thing to do between friends. A normal thing is to collect each other's DNA and store it in a database. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh, that one. Diagrams of a human anatomy. The hands are highlighted. The most developed part of the human body. Good for making stone axes and sending emails. Robots and frames can do just fine with claws or three-digit imitations. But androids are expected to look like people and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority at Noble. Real art moment. That tree-like shape on the right is a neuron. Those branches receive input of varying weight, and if the sum is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires. A 0 becomes a 1, and all the other zeros around it take that into consideration. Beat that a couple billion times a second, and you've got the human brain. A computer powerful enough to simulate all of reality. That's the analogy I read in a magazine anyway. Oh. I wonder if that means that it is going to be like a hand-based thing, but we'll see. Or like to activate the android. Haven't seen one of these since college, but this must be a 3D printer. Of some sort. Feels expensive enough to make other printers look like soda fountains by comparison. Better not mess with any of the settings. Alright, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture what it'll take to turn on this android. Got the what, the where and how. Just have to manage. It's still just a piece of machinery. If it really won't turn on, I can always start hitting it. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. No. Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every register I could find and every database I could get into, but I don't think this android is in the system. It was a long shot. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yes, but an android without the proper identification is... It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. And it doesn't seem like he ordered this online. I guess you're right, huh? We'll have it registered soon enough anyway. I think I figured out what we needed to do here. Oh? If David really wanted me to have this, he would have left some way for me to turn it on. What are you thinking? David had my fingerprints and my DNA on files. By requiring both, he could reasonably be sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval. Luke Cat, this is a crime scene. You can't be doing that. Stop knocking stuff over. No, please. No, this is important. You have to keep it like it is. What are you doing? But also, hi. How are you doing? I hope you're well, Luke Cat. Welcome in. You've done a swab before, haven't you? Every month for the company. Apparently, they're building a database on employee epigenetics. Cross-reference with eats bad stuff and froze up. Okay. Okay, but okay, Cat. Calm down. Oh, so you're gonna... My DNA and my fingerprint make the key. Now, where to find the lock? Hand. There was that diagram back in his shop. Was it meant to be a literal handshake verification? Huh. I thought that would work. Oh, huh. I thought that would work. Me too. Ah, damn. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I may have missed. I'm trying to think of all the stuff there was. Because, yeah, the computer told us it was DNA. I honestly thought, well, because I figured the hand thing was either just like she said, hands are important to get correct, so like focus on that. But I thought it could also be that, or like it was like a clue. I'm just trying to think of everything that we saw. Let me check really quick. I'm just curious if there's like any reference of like this, I suppose, you know, about like maybe something between Asher and Morgan, or something like that. That is like super personal. Actually, hold on. Where's this profile? Nope, that's Morgan. There we go. Seafood, krauts, fishing. Green freeze, driving lint. No. Not quite. I mean, okay, to be fair, it seems like very low risk to get this wrong now, but I'm just like, I would like to see if I can figure something out, maybe. I could look at Morgan's thing again. No, not quite. What were the options? I need to actually go look at that again. Nose, lips, and chest are the options. Okay. I don't know. I think it would be cute to get it right, so to say, instead of having to brute force it. Oh, true. We could just boop the nose. That is true. I kind of just want to pick that now because it's funny. No. 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 What was this one? No, it was just the number. I mean, I guess I might as well just... I don't really see a risk in... I guess I'll save just in case, but I don't really see a risk in just, like, trying stuff. And I kind of do think that would be funny to do the boop, honestly, now that that's been said. The nose? I guess it's not impossible. Morgan? Are you really going to stick your thumb up its nose? No, I'm not. It takes something that silly to boot it up. I don't even want it anymore. You didn't even try. God damn it. Maybe somewhere with a lot of surface area? The torso? The chest? I am not doing that. What? The lips are one of the most sensitive parts of the body. Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it's gross placing my finger there. Don't... Thank you for that sound? Oh, that's... Still not doing it, huh? Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper? Jiggle the key? Oh man, you went right in there. What the fuck? Ads? Okay, well that's an odd place to stop, but... What didn't tell me? No. Like, what a cool place to stop. Thanks for not telling me, but... Wait, was it Gur? Whatever. We will be right back. Take care of yourself. Elves. Okay, yeah, but we will take that break since it decided to happen on its own. wish I could figure out why it's doing that. It's so annoying. Or the bot's not helping me out with this. Blech. But it's all good. Let's get back to it. Wait, there. Okay. Here we go. Are you touching the tongue? It's blinking at me. Why did that work? What? Good morning. Or no, I have to. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you too. What the fuck? Cute. Hello. I've never seen you two before. I guess we should introduce ourselves then. Hi. This is Jessica Starling. She works for Dr. Asher. I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Got all that? I understand. She is Jessica Starling, and you are Morgan? Last name unknown? No, Morgan is my last. Father told me about you. Aw, he did? Wait, Father? David. You had it call you Daddy? Jesus. I am referring to David Dr. Asher. Are you confused? That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor and just move this along. Did David say that he was giving you to me? Transferring ownership? Ownership? That is correct. And what else did? Mostly correct. Right, and what else did he tell you? Many things. Aw, that's a goose bright. It's good. Hell yeah. Can you specify? I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program. Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on? Yes. Jess, I think it's trying to... Oh, okay, sure. I'll give you two. I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually gotten about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so... Oh, Jesus. Poor Jess. I'll just head up back to the lab to make some calls, okay? Thanks, Jess. Yes. Thank you, Jess. I gotta decide that the Android voice a little better. I'm not sure yet. You're welcome. Just the two of us now. So what do I call you? My name is Serra. It's nice to meet you, Morgan. It's probably fine. Trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So, what's the message? Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Should it? A model this lifelike with warmth and breath and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you anyway? You forgot my name already? Oh, baby. It's Serra. What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you? That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at a state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour. Oh my god. Okay, she's awesome. Sarah's so good already. What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for? I don't know the answer to that question. You don't know why he built you? Yeah, I agree. Sarah's awesome. Sarah's so silly. So cute. No, should I? How can you not? Do you? Would I be asking you if I did? I meant, do you know why you were created? Why you were born? Oh, and a mommy and daddy love it. Why? Why me? Why are you doing this? You're a freak. A monster. What the hell's wrong with you? Please don't kill me. Please, why? Why? Why was a monster like you even born? Oh. Guess I walked into that one. Jesus. I was starting to wonder if you even had the Turing solution. Okay. Good good recovery. Oh, so we can actually see like what this is about now. Named for supposedly being the answer to all past, present, and future Turing tests. Yet to fail any Turing test, just designed to determine if given answers come from a human or machine applied to it. Oh. I guess I see. So okay, so the Turing test is basically what's like it's been able to like super advance uh the robo development by just allowing it to be a lot more human like. I see. Damn. Okay. Anyway. Father's framework for programming linguistics and artificial systems. I love this pose. This one's so cute. Oh my god. And the body of work for which he first gained international recognition. Yeah, an international gel. Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist? Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me. I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because father wanted to make me. Can't argue with that logic, can I? Can't argue with that logic. Father did say that you're a lawyer. Yeah, that's me. You're a lawyer, and I defeated and I defeated you with logic. World-class, high-power attorney, the best defense money can buy. So do you catch criminals? Oh my god, their little sparkle. That's what cops do. Do you litigate criminals? That's what prosecutors do. Then do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice? Sue corrupt corporations and officials? I don't think anyone does that anymore. Then what do you do? I am a criminal defense attorney. A defender of the a defender of the innocent and powerless. Oh, baby. Uh-huh. Do you also... Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself? I've never had to do that before. First time for everything. How old are you? I'm not sure I can give a satisfactory answer. Oh for 2 on answering simple questions. What's the date of your earliest memory? 2 years ago. And where were you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility? I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me here. By himself. You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers, any IDs of any designer? You want to take me apart? Jesus. David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom Android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. He must have had help. Probably a whole department's worth. If I ask around, there's gotta be someone in the company who can ID this thing and help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any Android I've ever seen. What are you made of? This body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt. Wait, warm androids have to eat and drink? They cannot be worth that much trouble. My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogs to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxygen. I guess that makes sense. If you have enough, like, organic parts, like, you gotta kind of take care of them the same way. So, yeah. You mean you've got a heart? How quaint. But where does all the extra weight come from? Pardon? I tried moving you earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck. My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy. That sure took the wind out of her sails. My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy nanoweave fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain potential rated past... Wait, did you say military grade? I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilograms. Jesus. I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately... I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised, controlled, spring tight, strength and flexibility like a ballerina or a gymnast. Strong enough to flip over a tank, lifelike enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon if you could keep its development a secret. Did David really put something that heavy on my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret? That... I feel like that can't be right. There's gotta be some kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog kind of like vibe going on here. Like, come on. But I don't know. We'll see. But a military infiltration android would look, but a military infiltration android would look more crew cut and forgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military? I also wouldn't want to disassemble Serra. So like, let's not do that. Let's be friends. Actually, I think that'd be kind of awesome when you think about it. I have other features I could tell you about if you like. If I shot you, would you die? It would be very painful, and there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective. That settles it. This thing's a weapon, sure as I... Would you like to know about my hair? Your hair? I'm impressed you noticed. Oh my god, she's so cute. World's strongest 2-year-old, yeah. Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime. Oh, that's kind of awesome, actually. That must come in handy. I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. This room has ambient wireless charging functionality, and I haven't gone outside much. Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you? Actually... It's not quite what you said. Look, she could be solar powered and just have not used it yet. Like the fact still remains that she's solar powered. She just hasn't tried it out yet, I guess. I am not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion, jargon, design refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues. Got an idea, not sure what to do with it? Stick it in the pincushion. It's as good as an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mishmash of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything and would break down after only a few years. Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. They are valuable to collectors, who see them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least producible results. But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man. A man who's now... Seems we got off track here, Serra. Was there anything else David told you to relay to me? Besides that you were to look after me, he also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you. He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions. Finally, some good news. As you say, Adonai. What's that? That word you just called me, what was that? Adonai, from classical Hebrew. Translated literally, it means my lord. Oh, Jesus. No. Do you prefer that I call you master? No. Very good, Adonai. Why'd David use Hebrew, though? Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate. Oh, Jesus. Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke. Father would not make light of such a thing. Sure he would. Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Oh. Where is father, by the way? Is he upstairs? Oh. When was the last time you were active? Yeah, I was thinking the ceiling light should do something, right? Like, at least a little bit. 38 hours ago. Thursday night, then. Correct. Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night. Understand? Now, may I see him? Hmm? See him? No, I won't be able to see him. Wait, did they say... I need to check what they had said there. Oh, okay. No, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days. Father was not... He was not sick. I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with 2 robots in one day. That's very charming, but let's go to commands only. What? What happened? Did he have an accident? Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? No, it's because Serra is too baby for your fucking commands only. Shut up. The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not... The police are wrong. Excuse me? They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had... He told me... Look, Serra... I'm... Sorry? You're sorry? Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm? I've been around death a lot, so don't try to lecture me about grief, Spearmint. My name is Serra. You will use it because my father, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself. Oh, baby. Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough. The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable, and a friend. You should be looking into his death. That's... Is that an order? Of course not. It is a request, Adonai. A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job and I have mine. If I stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle, but what they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Oh, let's go. We need to... Father asked you to look after me. Yeah, he did. He also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part. And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor. Oh. One favor. Then I starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me. Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now. What? You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. Damn. Why are you laughing? It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong. It was not my intention to amuse. Or rotate. No, that's for damn sure. Fine. I'll take that deal, Serra. You mean you will prove that Father did not... I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can. Then where do we start? We? I didn't realize you had a law degree. I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner. This isn't a job interview. And I am far from useless. I can The ad didn't raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective. And David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless... And I am also capable of... Can you tell a lie? I am capable of making statements that are false. Guess that'll have to do. Are you going to ask me to lie? Yes. To the police, in fact. Lying to the police is a felony. Androids don't commit felonies, they make errors. I see. What kind of what kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai? Me when I tell an error. Or me when I have an error and tell a lie. Let me save really quick since we have done a lot. Okay, Sarah's baby. I love Serra. Oh my god. Something I also thought about. I don't know if can I do this now? Oh, I can. Okay. I need to do some of this really quick. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, good. Got Emma. Good. And then I saw colors. Yeah, here we are. Oh, there's no purple. Emma. Yes. We haven't seen her yet. Where is she? Then I want to do... What's that one? That's good. Is that all we can do? Yeah, because the rest of them are just charms. Okay, cool. All right. I forgot to do that before, but yeah, I needed to customize my phone. My cellular phone. Okay. Let's go. Are you sure about this? You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are. Okay. Go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. So, okay, so we're cool with just having the Android out. Okay, fair enough. Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept up to state standards? What's that? All these Noble employees seem to have asthma. Was father also working under such poor conditions? They don't have asthma. Then why are they all carrying inhalers? I assume this is like... Wait, what is this? Oh, stimulant. Oh. Okay, I missed the... I was like, wait, that's the important word here. Okay, so it's like it is kind of like a drug thing. Energy drug, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I was kind of wondering about, because it seemed like it was asthma, but I guess not. But now that they say this, yeah. Then why are they all carrying inhalers? Yes, ma'am. She's right over here. Hee hee. Yeah. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Oh, great. They're both Reyes too. Everyone's back. Did I mess up? On the contrary. Eyes wide, she's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockford. Is there anything new? What does that mean? Emma, don't look at this. Best at getting the staff's attention, worse at deciding what to order. Real? Milk tea, white noise, black lace. Wait, no. Wait is no. Oh, okay. I see. Thank you. I never heard that term. Interesting. Didn't think I'd run into you here. Yeah, didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Megs, so... No, wait. What are you doing here? I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words. Default status, do not disturb. Relax when shopping for groceries, real. Just like some men spreading, real as fuck. We can't all be as talkative as you. Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading. Bite me. I don't know that there's a need for all that. Very mature, detective. Did you come up with that yourself? Oh, no. That's Kaguya's signature pose. Like the pop star? Nerd, let's go. I don't know what you're talking about. You can admit it if you do. Well, there's nothing to admit because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Reyes is kind of awesome, honestly. Yeah. Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous. Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so. Ma'am? Okay, let me do that check. God damn. Stage name for a singer-songwriter known for her powerful voice and her stage persona's intricately crafted lore. After releasing a blitz of chart-topping singles and cultural reset music videos, the leading living figure in the pop music and popular culture realm. The fuck? She's just a streamer, but like but does singing and like with all the lore and stuff. She's just a streamer. Blobboard. I see. Okay. Thank y'all for explaining. I never actually heard the term, so I think protecting her anonymity has become a core part of her fan culture. When a retired facial analysis expert, oh my god. Yeah, that kind of is just like on the level of like a lot of like VTubers and things like that, but like for purely as a musician or like as a vocalist instead. That's so interesting. Okay. Which, I mean, I guess that's not like a thing. That's not only a VTuber thing. That was just the way they described all of it. I'm just thinking it's just relevant in the head, in the brain, I guess. Weren't you about to say something? Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Asher's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to take care of that? No. No? No. I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning. Goddamn. Hey, you're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money. You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body is even cold. But the honest truth is I don't even know if David had a will. The company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, I'm certain they are. Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will... Miss Starling asked me to come here, actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing. An unrelated matter? That's convenient. Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death. And where did you hear that? Am I mistaken? No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide. You can always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that. Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling... Because I'm going to have to contest that charge. What? State has made a charge. I'm arguing against it. The hell are you talking about? The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, detective. It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yeah, It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan. No, not the trial, of course. Not to trial, of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this. So just, oh, okay. So just a pre-trial. Fair enough, fair enough. I like how they do these, because this happens in Ace Attorney too, where they're like, yeah, normally there's no reason, like how, right here, how they're like, normally these don't, there's no worry with these because it's like, there's assumed to be enough evidence or whatever, so like there's usually just no one worrying about that. But it's like, but it still happens, and that means I can fuck everything up and make it worth it again. Like they always do that shit in all these games. It's so funny. Technically, as a formality, assuming the courts aren't busy that day, I'm afraid that on this occasion I'm going to have to insist on formality. Yeah, well, you don't have much to say in the matter, do you? Also that, yes, the 98% conviction rate, yes, that is a good point. They did say that. With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney. All that money, and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit. I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney. You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest, and I would have said as much to him if I had the chance. What do you mean? I only found out he wanted me to be his attorney today. After he died? How the hell did you miss that memo? Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well. I am the message. Oh, just a little blush. Bushy. I want to get like all of these sprites and make them emotes on like Discord or something, because like these are so good. Oh, I didn't know you had an Android, Morgan. It's cute. Thanks, but it's actually David's, and it's technically my witness. Witness to what? 38 hours ago, that is, David Asher communicated to me as a matter of record the following explicit legal intent: that in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan. Evangeline. I was thinking that was the first time we heard that, right? What the fuck? What? No. No, wait. Seriously? Your name's Evangeline? Did your parents name you after a Christmas carol? Should we all be curtsying? It's not that funny. No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about, Evangeline. Or do your friends call you Angel? I love everyone in the back just like, what the fuck? I hear Kaguya's on tour, Detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-old. Hey! Yeah. Jesus. Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just... I was telling you that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney. Yeah, Ray's... Oh my god, it's amazing. Imagine my surprise. An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan. That's fair. And if we were going before an upper-level court, I would expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. But we're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive. Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be Jesus, would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man. No, there won't be a sentence, but the adjutant would render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased. Is that what this is about? What's she getting at? If the court agrees that this was a suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health. Like, whether he was in his right mind or not. You know anything about estate tax law, Detective? No. But I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me. More than happy. An individual found by a court to be not of sound mind can't very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo. In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces. So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example, ha! Never mind. Jesus. No, Starling, you should speak your mind. All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled to not be a sound mind, and his shares were to end up acquired by the government, Noble would suffer a serious blow to its commercial image and its standing in the financial community. All of which is to say, there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend. You're not buying this, are you? In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this, and they're not going to let you bring in them any unwanted attention. Starling did her part. They're watching and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Why are you raising your voice? If nothing changes, by the end of the day, the whole country's going to hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency, concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over the sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. That's so. That's so? I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now, the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way. So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours? Because they're certain they'll win. That goes without saying. Damn, Emma's ready. The court should have an opening at 6 p.m. I didn't have anything planned. Then it's a date. It has a date, yeah. Yeah. Detective, would you get her clearance set up? Yes, ma'am. Updates every hour, yeah? You're out on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger. Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care. I live to serve. And protect. Oh. Thanks for the assist, darling. Yeah, no sweat. Are all cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman? They're mostly like that, yes. They're all that intense? Yes, it comes from being short. And most cops are short? Yes. Right. Well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck. Both of you. Did you know cops are short? What do we do now? Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now. Probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well. Hey, Sophie. How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I wonder where y'all were playing. Hi, #1 Sifford fan. Let's go. Well, hello. I hope y'all are doing well today. I hope You went a long freaking time. I imagine that means it was a good time with in Stars in Time. But I'm glad it was good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here with Funny Robo, with Bebby. She's so good. Sarah's so good. I guess I should do really quick. Hi, because yeah. Hi, I'm Timpani Umbra. Because there's a lot of y'all. Seems like. But yes, I am Timpani Umbra. Sorry, I'm all over the place now. I do a lot of platformers, RPGs, smaller games, and today is Of the Devil. We started chapter 1 today, so we're kind of just in the thick of it now. So it's been awesome so far. Like, it's so good. It's a wonderful time. Yeah, Sarah is so baby. She's awesome. Among other things. Either David killed himself or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing? Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him? He'll be at the morgue by now. The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. But if I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions... I'll have to... What's that look for? You were Father's friend. Thank you again for reminding me. Aren't there people you would like to speak with? Other friends who would want to know? Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David by this point. But all that heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks. And I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort of finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone you met recently? He spoke about becoming close with someone this year, a musician. Now that you mention it, there was a Po something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in... I will begin a search. Oh, like Po the Panda, yeah. I've completed my search. I found nothing. The pose! I found nothing. Let's go. Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do? Father was a private man, in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, Adonai. No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job. What kind of person is that? My stream title ended up being false. I cried a lot, multiple times, several times. It's so peak. Hell yeah. I need to get back on that soon enough myself, because I'm still pretty far behind. I'm not that far in still. But I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all, I saw you were on for like a long time. Oh, damn. I'm glad you liked it. Good stuff, good stuff. 1 second. What is... Okay, there you go. Yeah, I will when I can. And who would you even have called? I don't know. But I still should have gotten my phone call. Instead, I got you. Who are you again? My latest guardian? New foster parent? Want me to call you mommy? I'm not really the motherly type. Ayo, we might actually get along. So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. You've been given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony. Fascist pigs. Skipping school's a felony now. Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very long time. That wasn't me. They have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to. That was for our homework assignment. Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. State wouldn't even know that they'd been robbed until they saw your password show up on, or their password show up on black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why? Look, I didn't steal anything. That wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes. What? Did they get your birthday wrong? My name. Name changes are only 2 pieces of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form and get a signature from a parent or guardian. So, what's the good news then? The good news is that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian. The hell? That doesn't count as good news. That's just the thing you said. Don't be so sure. A lawyer is a lot better than a guardian. How's that? Parents, guardians, foster whatevers, they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid. Okay. So, how good are you at your job? I see. So now we're back here. Okay. Hello, mon coeur. It's pronounced cur. I know how it's pronounced. Oh, cur. Dog. Dog. Did you mean your heart? Liking it was an understatement. I'll say. Real. So that means I can expect the next big review to take the world by storm, right, Sophie? Knowing you. But no, I am really glad that it's resonated with you this much. That's good. And don't call me that. When I met Fran in that police station, I couldn't help but bet that I landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't I even get a good morning? And I do remember we texted them before in the previous chapter. Hacker, but don't put that down, obviously. Okay. Values, rarity, originality, history, vibes. No favorite subject. That's fucked up. No such thing. Nothing's good's ever happened until the afternoon when people are actually awake. What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management. Damn. What do you want, Red? I can't call you up just for fun. Not if you don't want to get blocked. I need you to find somebody for me. Can't do it. Got homework. We both know the only time you ever do your homework is during the class it's due. And I got sports. You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick. And I've got a bidding war to win. You're the only person on earth bidding on 70-year-old Gucci and Air Joe Dan vintage reps, Fran. What the fuck? I think you can take your eyes off the auction block. So yeah, so sorry, but I'm busy, so I was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top... Huh? I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday. Oh, no. Oh, yeah? They've been really into the self-prefixes lately. What? Self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help. Oh. And he thinks you could really benefit from it. You're lying. He's got all the workbooks ready. Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of that sweating. Fine, I get it. I need you to find a local musician. Musician? Knowing you, this will be Electro Swing or some other awful. Last name Powell or Parker. And that's all you got? They'll be in David Asher's circles. Wait, Asher? You're working that? That should be more than enough for a clever kid like yourself to go on. Don't go expecting any miracles. I need this soon, within the hour, ideally. Within the... You know, I have other clients, don't you? Other clients who actually pay you on time. A musician. Find him. Hey. Insane. Yeah, the sweating sprite was crazy. He's like, oh fuck. And they're like, oh fuck. Even talking over the phone. You're very animated, Adonai. What do you mean? Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people. Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking? I see. I'll keep that in mind as we... Wait, you really expect to tag along? Of course. Father was... Yeah, I know you want to. But why should I let you? Because I am capable and helpful. Oh, uh-huh. I mean it. I can take notes for you. And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more. How? I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning. Subjecting them to torture? I can help, Adonai. How fast can you fill out forms? Fast. Congratulations, you're halfway to being a paralegal. Wow. Serra. Jesus Christ. Unemployed paralegal? She's helpful. She's so helpful. She's baby. She likes carbonation and collarbones. Okay. I'm good at lots of things. I'm not sure how skills differ from talents. I also like the 180 rule. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You coming? Right away, Adonai. Aw. Okay, this is good. We have our little friend. This is good. And she's baby. Could I actually ask, does anyone have a rough estimate of like where I'm at in the story? I realize I should probably start checking that a little bit. I want to keep going a little bit longer at least, but oh, let me also save. Good. Got a good point too. Save real quick. Mega early? Okay. Oh, shit. I guess we also have that ad anyway. Yeah, okay. Because I probably shouldn't go too much longer, but I just wanted to make sure in case there was like something of like, oh, you're so close to this part or this or whatever. I know I've heard they're long, or I've heard this one's pretty long, so like I just want, okay, so I don't need to worry about it. Well, we will do a little bit, we'll do like a little bit more at least, I think. I would like to play a little bit more. I probably do just need to, but like I can't. It is getting a little later, so I just wanted to start checking that. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, we will. Like I said, we'll be back for a little bit more at least. So take care of yourselves. Food, water, med stretch, BF room, and I'll be right back. I was looking around during that break, and I totally didn't realize. I guess yeah, the DLC is out, or it's like releasing. You know, like some people are able to get it now, or for Legends AZ. Shit. I forgot about that. I guess I'm probably not gonna play it day one, but I am interested for sure. Like kind of soon, so that's cool. But okay, yeah, we'll do this. We'll get back to this. I think thank you for letting me know about that cybernetic. That's not that's a good idea. I was gonna say that's not a bad idea, but no, yeah, I think that's a probably a good goal to go for now. So let's do that. Okay. Pretty quiet elevators, huh? Okay, maybe not that one. Next one. You could have taken the next one. It's a busy building, detective. Can't hold up everyone else on our account. Anything else you'd like to grumble at me before I start? Don't touch anything. I don't care that you're wearing gloves. I have been to crime scenes before, you know. Long before the police get there in many cases. Thanks. Look, Rockford asked me not get in your way, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bend over for you. Do you at least have the autopsy report? No. Are you seriously? I don't. She doesn't. The report should have come in hours ago. It wouldn't take this long unless the cause of death was still... Then I'd settle for a summary of the preliminary findings. An emergency call was made shortly after 8 p.m. last night via the home security system. Emergency medical services had a VTOL in the air within the minute. They landed on the penthouse's helipad at 8:08. Dr. Asher was found unconscious with low blood pressure and a weak heartbeat. He wasn't breathing. In-flight auto triage administered artificial CPR while in transit to Gatesfield Memorial. He was declared dead a few minutes after being taken to the emergency wing. I see. And the cause of death is? Being investigated. Make an educated guess. He stopped breathing, so they gave him oxygen. His heart stopped pumping, so they had the machines take over. His brain activity dropped to 0, and there wasn't anything else they could do. It was poison, wasn't it? What kind? You don't know, do you? They don't know either. Like I said, ma'am, we don't have the autopsy report yet. Why are you certain it was poison, Adonai? Couldn't it have been an accidental overdose? If he had overdosed on a commercial drug, even a pre-med student would have spotted it on the hospital's intake screening. It would have been able to pump his stomach, neutralize his bloodstream, and he would have lived. But he didn't live. So it must have been something deadly, a compound designed solely to kill. A fast-acting deadly poison that causes respiratory failure. The list can't be that long. Even just through process of elimination, the medical examiner should have identified it by now, unless... You suspect a designer drug, don't you, detective? Why is it you're only quick on the uptake when it suits you? For fun. Nothing else makes sense, given what we know, and what we don't. I'm gonna just check that one now. You criminalized all narcotics used and established the Bureau of Narcotics Oversight to initiate the production license. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. But the CDCA decriminalized and cataloged all recreational drugs. Guess you aren't entirely clueless about politics. So whatever father overdosed on should have been in the hospital's database. You need to update your definitions. You're confusing designer drugs with recreational drugs. Yeah, what the fuck? Designer merely denotes any drug that is custom made as opposed to mass produced. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, so what? Yeah, what about it? Look at her, she's happy. What is the difference? Recreational drugs are decriminalized and sold through pharmacies after years of testing and mountains of paperwork. While the average designer drug was invented last week in a 19-year-old line cook's bathroom on the other side of the globe. Hospitals can't know the proper countermeasures for an overdose of a drug that didn't exist 48 hours ago. I came across makeshift labs all the time when I was a uniform. The equipment's cheap and widely available. Black market cooks, gray market peddlers, and white-collar lobbyists all chasing each other's tails in a long line to find the next big hit. CDCA didn't change shit. More people die from ODs than ever before. Only difference is, it's their families finding them in the living room, and not beat cops finding them on street corners. Real comforting, I'm sure. Oh, baby. If it wasn't you talking, I'd say that was a criticism of law enforcement. Not law enforcement, just the law. Assuming it was a designer drug, that would certainly make things more complicated. For the insurance guys, maybe. For us, whatever he used to do it, he still killed himself. Baby. Or didn't kill himself, if you insist. I'm going to take a look around now. Yeah, sure. Make yourself at home. What's that face for? I thought there would be an outline. An outline? Around where they found father. Like in the movies? Like in film. Yes, film, not the movies. Connect to the police's network and bring up their ARCS file. Augmented reality crime scene. I see. Oh yes, we get to do this again. Let's go. The music's really nice. It's super cool, like super creepy. But like stylish, I guess. There is an outline. And so this is where he died at the hospital. This is just where the medics found him. And it's the sensors and cameras they were wearing to create the basis for the arcs. They didn't realize they were walking to a crime scene, but their body cams gathered data all the same. Where do we start? You can start by following behind me and trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm starting to get a feel for when she's pouting even without looking. Oh no. It says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor, face up. Does that tell you something? Are they gonna make me ask? I mean, I'm sure it does. Hey, if you were... It's so cute. What the hell? If you were going to drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it? I know, that was adorable. What the hell? I love that. I find it very difficult to speculate on that hypothetical scenario. The seat by his body is pulled out. He was seated when he lost consciousness. I would expect to find him slumped over on the table. But he wasn't found slumped over. No, he wasn't. If he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I would think he would have fallen forward or at least collapsed less neatly. So what can you conclude from that, Andonai? Only that I'm missing something. Chessboard and a datapad with a series of characters on it. E4, C5, NF3, E6, E4, CXD4, NXD4. Is this all notation that I don't know? Because I don't play chess because I'm too small brain for that. This is... I mean, I assume it's a chess game. It's like just movements, right? Yeah, okay. I guess I at least got that part down. Algebraic notation. Was he studying an old game or playing against himself? Black has checkmate in 40 moves. Wow, a robot that's good at chess. We have to put you in a museum. But I'll take your word for it. What do you mean? Do you not play, Andonai? No, especially not against David. No, Serra, you are stupid. Damn. Well, that is to be expected. Anyone who challenged father to a battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing. She's so proud. I love it. Every game starts the same. Each player has the same pieces, the same moves, the same options. It's a true test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed too boring, too fair. The smarter player wins every time. And that is something you take fault with? Of course. How's a gal like me supposed to win a game like that? Well, I mean, fair, considering I'm just bad at chess. I can't really say, or I'm not of the mind to play chess. So I guess I can't say anything. Better take a closer look. Spilled alcohol. The arcs showed us how it looked last night before it evaporated. No foreign substances in the puddle. It's clean. So does that mean wherever the spill came from must be clean as well? Right, because now I'm getting some of this. Good picture. But the results are deemed inconclusive? Huh. That's a fair point. I guess it is just a lot of pattern stuff. Fair point, fair point. I just don't think it's going to, I just also just generally don't think it's like for me, you know? Oh. Nah. Rose River Whiskey, 12 years old. You recognize it? Sure. He was more than partial to the brand. It's a good brand, only a bit overpriced, which is the bargain of a lifetime in David's world. It appears that the police have already tested its contents. No foreign matter present was their conclusion. Is it possible that the police missed the poison? No. Even if they can't identify the poison, they can detect its presence by comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf. So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poisoned. We'll have to find our smoking gun elsewhere. Whiskey. Yummy. Okay, check the cup, because they could put the poison on the cup, too. 2 cups. 1 empty, knocked over, and 1 mostly empty. These look cheap. Did his guests bring them? I seen them before, in the basement liquor cabinet. He kept these lying around? I knew he gifted those crystal glasses I got him. Arx says there's nothing foreign in the upright one, so it can't have been poisoned. Results are inconclusive on the other cup, however. Looks bone dry. Must have been nothing but fumes left by the time this was considered a crime scene. Just not enough there for them to test. Inconclusive could mean inconclusive means inconclusive. That's all. Aww. Cheer up and read me the results of the fingerprinting. She was trying to be positive. What do you mean, cheer up? Father's prints are on both cups, as expected. But there are someone else's on the upright cup. So someone else must have been with him last night. Slow down. All that proves is that someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell us when they did it. And since we don't know who the prints belong to... Adonai, why don't we know who the prints belonged to? Are the prints flagged as unidentified, or... No, there's space for a name, but the field is black. Shit, am I already that late to the action? Oh, damn. Okay, so we are dealing with this kind of shit now. Oh, no. Detective Reyes? Yeah? There's a second set of prints on the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign? Doesn't matter how nicely you ask. Sometimes people just can't answer. You should know that damn well, Madam Counselor. I was afraid you'd say that. I don't understand, Adonai. What does this mean? It means that whomever these prints belong to has very proactive representation. Those prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to their testimony, but their identity is... The department is being very considerate of the witness's privacy, out of respect for their time and appreciation for their cooperation. Oh yeah, whatever. Fine, forget the name. That easily? Subpoenas are always an option, but I'm short on time. Right, they like have to do something. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. What did the witness say for themselves, detective? To paraphrase, they came to see Dr. Asher last night. The two of them talked and they had a drink together. Then the doctor got sick, so they activated the emergency system from the panel in the kitchen. EMTs came and took them both to the hospital. Asher's condition got worse. All of the witnesses' vitals were normal. The witness had their vitals taken? Then there should be a record of their admission at Gatesfield. And that's it. I'm guessing you didn't just take all of that on faith. Penumbra set up in most of the rooms on this floor. Everything the witness told us was corroborated by the building's own surveillance system. So yes, we can guarantee that the witness never put anything into Asher's drink. Oh, okay. I'm guessing I can't have the keys to the Penumbra, can I? Not until the witness's lawyers are done reviewing it. Lawyers, plural. I don't have time to trade jabs with the law offices of Johnson, 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 and Johnson. Say, how about I give you their business card? The law offices of Kochler, Gustav, Prince, and Prince. I was close. No way I'll be getting any client information out of them directly. If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch. Yeah, I'd bet you'd like to watch. What? What does that even mean? I don't know. Needed a moment to think. The fucking King of the Hill, you like to watch. I wish I could look cool like a visual novel character. You can look cool, Dane. Just you have to like make your eyes have these little triangles like all these guys do. That's the secret. But also, hi Dane. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. So what was it? One chat, one peek at the cams, and you've already eliminated them as a suspect? Yeah, where a lot of that one's more of like a older Nomura character than yeah, I was like that's more like Nomura or Final Fantasy. Look, they were searched. They didn't have any poison, any drugs, not even a stick of gum. Even if they somehow did have poison on them, the camera footage confirms they have no opportunity to use it. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim. But they aren't dead, or even ill from the sound of things. So you think he poisoned his own cup beforehand and poured for both of them from a safe bottle? That's what the evidence is telling us. There's nothing in the bottle or the witness's cup. But after drinking from his cup, a cup he prepared himself, he fell ill and the witness didn't. And Asher died with a foreign substance in his body. An unidentified foreign substance. Suicide by poison. I get that you were close and simple explanations aren't all that satisfying, but that's life. One last thing. You just said he prepared his cup himself. Did you see that on camera? He left the parlor to get the drinks and came back with his already poured. The witness says he got them from the basement. The witness says that? Not the cameras? There's no cams in the lab or the basement. Ooh. That seems like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set things up more carefully? It's intentional. If cams of his lab ever got hacked, outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb. Right, David did complain about Noble's weird protocols for combating corporate espionage. At least we can take comfort in knowing that Father wasn't alone when he died. Yeah, that's worth investigating. I mean, Reyes gets kind of there with the belts. Still not on Nomura level, but closer. I will give that much. So I do have... Yeah, I have David's cup. I closed my phone. I have witness testimony. Which, that is... I don't know. This is interesting. Upright cup. I think the dynamic of this game is... Yeah, the dynamic is so interesting because, like... So, like... I like how it kind of plays with, like, what you would expect from, like, an Ace Attorney or something. Because, like, you can easily start poking holes in, like, testimonies and stuff like that. But then you do also have the fact that, like... Yeah, well, the camera showed that he didn't poison... That this other guy didn't poison the cup. So that wasn't it. It's like, oh... I would normally have to find that out after, like, a lot of court case. But I guess never mind. I think that's kind of neat. That this new dynamic of, like... heavy surveillance and stuff. Oh, there we go. Password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems. All the docks were take-home safe. Nothing spicy. When was it last used? 7:48 p.m. Still reading work emails only a few minutes before he committed suicide. Morbid. There's a lot of messages marked priority that breadcrumb their way back to an article. Oh, it's this again. Okay. In a stunning and heroic episode, one of our nation's brave soldiers had their life saved by a noble android, and in a way that no other competitor's product could. The brave private, name withheld, was wounded during a military operation whose exact measure and location is currently classified. Bleeding badly and far from the nearest triage station, he was carried to safety by his fellow freedom fighter, an animate 16 enforcer, one of the few warm androids being currently tested out by the armed forces. But the android didn't just sit there and wait for evac. It opened up its own arteries and pumped life-saving universal donor synthetic plasma into the young man's veins. Whoa, what the hell? Stabilizing him long enough for him to reach a military hospital. I have no doubt he'd be dead if there was any other android fighting alongside him, said one commanding officer who asked not to be named. I always thought Noble was only good at making ads that look good. Now I know they've got something inside them that no one else can compete with. The story brings a well-deserved shot in the arm to Noble's stock prices and market share. With this one heroic moment, Noble's warm androids have proven themselves to be worth their price tag and then some, and people in the capital are paying attention. It's certainly an interesting idea, Senator Mathings said when asked about committing to a military contract for Noble to provide the armed forces with war models. This story's got people talking. If we just ignored our constituents' feelings on the matter, we'd be neglecting our duty as politicians, and I know none of my peers would ever try to put a price on the life of one of our soldiers. While additional details about the incident have remained closely guarded, the net is already ablaze with talk of, "Oh damn, you didn't log into this device. Why don't you pop your user details down below and enable..." This is that article I've seen going around. Well, why would Noble have it marked as priority? Starling said they weren't in any rush to pat each other on the back over it, even though they'd won themselves a real prize. Shit, those are both kind of true, actually. I guess, what is the most important thing here? I suppose it would probably end up being the military contract. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, okay, because it's like the PR is just like a way, a channel. It's like interesting trying to look at this because like you do have to kind of like layer through this some where it's like, yeah, the PR is like awesome, but it does mean now they have a way into the into a military contract, which would be like big money. Yeah. This is cool. I like this. This is very satisfying. Like, as funny as it is to just be like, do you have reading comprehension, bitch? I do think it's very satisfying that they do these. It is really nice. They now have the excuse they need to pressure the military into a contract for warm androids. Ants dismissed the expensive upgrade as unnecessary now that it's saved a soldier's life. Hey, Soup. How are you, Soup? This time next year, there'll be pink soup being spilt all over the globe. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have made that. Never mind, I should have read that before I put your name in there. How are you, Soup? What? What are we looking at? Oh, okay. Vibin. Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear. I always admired this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms and sunlight, and their shadows obscure all the run-down, rotting parts of town. Maybe the view's secondary. Maybe all anyone really wants is to put as much distance between them and the street level as possible. Is it possible that a witness could have seen something through these windows? Not through these windows, no. They've installed wide spectrum audio tint in all his homes, all his cars. I didn't know that. Well, you wouldn't notice unless you're reviewing the penthouse for more than... Why did he care so much about his windows? I mean, privacy, right? What? Oh. One chair knocked over, probably where David was sitting. And one chair pulled out, a party of two. He never cared much for socializing, but he enjoyed hosting. Contradictory guy. Oh. Police androids monitoring the scene. It almost mistake them for the real thing, the way they stand there trying to look so important. Like an indoor dog taking its first trip to the park. Pardon? Why are you looking at it like you've never seen an android before? Because I haven't. In person. David didn't even let you have a mirror? Brutal. Wait, just scan its chin if you're that curious. Unless that's considered too forward or whatever. How they you don't want to flirt with it. Don't worry, I get it. Seems like that's everything critical on this side of the room. Which leaves the kitchen. You said that there's camera footage of the dining room showing David and his guest. What about in here? Only camera in the kitchen is the one mounted on the call terminal. Console took a snap image when the witness ran in to contact emergency services. May I see it? Not unless you scrape the witness's face off the pic first. Don't tempt me. 3 unwashed dishes and a single glass. Reyes, the dishes haven't been scanned for prints yet. And I just assumed you might want to do your job. Shit. Yeah, there are prints. Most match the victim. But there's also... Huh. Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that. All I did was walk over to you. You knocked over the salt, Adonai. I was focused on the task at hand. Didn't realize tunnel vision was a selling point on your mod. Adonai, the salt. As I was saying, the witness's prints are on that glass. That glass in the sink? They were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera? No. So when did they touch this glass? Oh shit. Okay, a new glass. You need to toss it over your shoulder. Witness oh my god, they're just ignoring her. No. Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water, but he would have just choked on it if they had tried. What, you think this glass is the murder weapon? It's bad luck, Adonai. Oh, whacked him on the back of his head, the head so fast it went between video frames. That's genius. You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory. Mature. It's bad luck. What have you been going on about? The salt? Shouldn't a machine be above petty superstition? It's not a superstition. It's an ancient wisdom. Give me one logical reason to care, then. If too much salt spills onto your food, it'll make you gag. Maybe it's more for setting the bar too low there. What the fuck? Wait, why is this evidence now? Oh, I mean, it was loose, so that is actually a really good point. There might be something to that. I like that all of this is in here too. God, this is gonna be the part that solves the whole case. Holy shit. Okay, next. That. This is where the emergency call was made. What time did the call go out? 8:04 p.m. Before you ask, the witness left the parlor at 8:03 p.m. Not enough time for them to alter the scene. I wasn't going to ask that. When did the medics arrive? 8:08 p.m., remember? Hell of a response time for a penthouse. Private EMS came by air? Yeah, they landed on the VTOL pad you saw outside. Took him to Gatesfield. Very best if you can afford it. Looking around here, it seems like he could afford a lot. He got his insurance through his employer, just like most people. Caduceus's executive plan 4 isn't like most people, counselor. What are we... Oh, that's a... Oh. Oh. Okay. He had executive level? Not like most people at all. Messy workspace, but a pristine kitchen. David was a good cook, but only for others. Unless he had a guest, he'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals. Or 2. Or 1. Real. No signs of food prep to be found. Not so much as a cheese board. So whoever this guest was, they must have shown up unannounced. Oh, good to know. David's fridge. That's a fridge door? That looks like... What the fuck? Normally I wouldn't go poking at the pantry or the crime scene, but this was a poisoning. Some white wines chilling in the drawer. Some real cheap liquor stuffed in the icebox. Old habits. Reyes, you said you left the parlor and came back with that whiskey from the basement? Huh? That's what the cams show, yeah. There's plenty to drink right here. And unlike the cabinet downstairs, it's actually cold. You must have wanted Rose River in particular. What's that look for? You hungry? I am an android. I do not get hungry. Are you being sarcastic? Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment. I do ingest organic substances, but that doesn't mean that I experience hunger as you do. She's so baby. So when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time, I become tired. What a great feature. And when I'm done digesting, I don't need to know. You've now had the chance to survey the crime scene. Yeah? So do you think you know what happened? Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue? Yeah, he's at Gatesfield, along with the half-hundred noble mags who've all called dibs. Then I'll just have to cut in line. Sarah, get me a ride to Gatesfield Memorial. What? You can do that, can't you? I can. But I need but I need your payment information to get started. Yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down. Got it. Sync complete. Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty. The crowd down there seems to have gotten quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup spot may be an ambitious target, Adonai. How bad can it be? Damn, you gotta put your payment information into your Android. That's kind of fucked up. Okay. Let's, yeah, I think that's good. We're gonna save here and start winding down. I'm glad that you can save, like, on those parts, too. That is actually really nice. And I'm gonna save again because I'm nervous. Okay. That's it for now, I think. I'm gonna stretch really quick. Ugh. Yeah, hell of a good start already. Or hell of a start already. I'm really, I don't know. I've been loving this already so much, and chapter 1 is not disappointing for sure. Like it's going good. It's definitely, I'm really excited. Like I'm really intrigued to see like, they've set up so much. I don't know. It's like I don't know if I can if I'm explaining it or if I can explain it well. I'm just like they've set up so much. The world is just so interesting to learn about, both because you have to because you get credit for doing it, and also just it's genuinely a really cool like cyberpunk kind of future thing. Guess pretty or like dystopian cyber future deal. It's been a lot of fun exploring it. Serra is baby. I love her. She is daughter. She's so good. And I just want to see her succeed. And yeah, the game just flows really well. It doesn't like it doesn't. I'm trying to think how I want to say it. Like it doesn't really like pull, or it doesn't delay. It's always moving forward. There's always like new stuff to see and do. It doesn't. The pacing is very good. Is very wonderful so far. Like even like I guess it is like really long, but like in a good way. Like no part of it has felt like just boring so far. It's just constantly throwing cool stuff at you. The humor's great. It's the pacing. Yeah, I don't know. The pacing is just good. It's just a cool game. True. But yeah, no, I'm having a great time. I'm glad we could see Serra today. Also, yeah, all the new characters are fun. They're doing it. The cast is just great, and all the character designs are really nice. But yeah, so we'll continue next time. Like I said, obviously chapter 2 is gonna release this week. I will just play on my pace. You know how if you've been here before, you know how I am. But if you haven't, I am very much on my pace with these games. So I'll just get to chapter 2 later. You know. but I don't want to rush it. I enjoy the episodic. Oh, is it next week? Oh, my bad. I guess I read that wrong. Okay, nice. Well then maybe we'll finish. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, I I don't know. Regardless, I do things on my pace, so I might still end up starting chapter 2 late, but I'm happy to take this as we go. This has been a wonderful story to discover. I'm excited for next time we play. It'll be good. Okay, let me go ahead. We're gonna raid out. So let me take a moment to kind of get ready for that. Want music? No. Sorry, I'm being indecisive. I'm gonna. Okay, what do I want to play? Do that. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank y'all. Like I said, it was really fun. I'm so excited to finally be playing this, and been living, it's been living up to the hype that I've gotten from friends. Like I said before, it's just continuing. It's still doing it. It's good. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching and lurking and chatting. Love y'all very much. Lesson of the stream is that that's something. Lesson of the stream. I was just gonna say the thing. Well, I was just gonna say the thing that Sarah was saying about salt, but I might as well just say that Sarah's always correct, also, because I think that would work too. I don't know. Trying to think of everything we did. No, that's yeah. Salt makes you gag. That's what she. That was the thing. The main thing that she said. That one. It's that one. Oh, let me put. So I will have my socials and my website. Go check them out. We're always yapping, and on the Discord front especially, I might have additional like movie night kind of planned out, or I have an idea for it maybe this week. I was hoping more people would respond, or the homies would respond admittedly, so I could be more confident in my scheduling, but that's fine. I'll figure it out. But also we're just yapping anyway. It's fun. I'll be back on what's my schedule? What did I say? On Friday it's Mario Galaxy, and then on Sundays Pokemon Full School again. So we're just kind of playing. We got our three hits, and we're vibing, and they're all awesome, and I'm having a great time playing them. So yeah, let's get out of here. I am looking for a raid target now. I don't know where to go. Is anyone else playing this? I saw. I don't know. I've been running for a while actually, so maybe not. Also, I don't know where they are, so that might actually be a problem because like spoilers. Yeah, we can go to Java. Let's see Java. I think he's testing out some modding stuff that he's been doing for Minecraft. Java's great. Java's very smart. So y'all should go say hello because he is very cool. Smart and silly raccoon. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Yeah, take care of yourselves. And we will be back. Wait, hold on. Did he? No, we're good. Okay, sorry. I think that was just the player. I thought he ended immediately as I was about to go out. Okay, we're fine. See y'all later. Yes, we're 8 out. See y'all later. Love y'all very much. Thank you, thank you. It's been so much fun discovering this with y'all. Like I said, I'm excited to see more.